Do you ever wake up feeling like the day is already slipping away before it begins? Your mind races with endless tasks and worries, leaving you stuck in a cycle of stress and frustration. But what if the way you start your morning could transform not just your day, but your entire life? Imagine waking up with clarity, focus, and purpose. Picture words so powerful they silence the chaos, ground your emotions, and inspire you to face challenges with confidence. These words aren't just affirmations. They're tools rooted in the wisdom of Stoic philosophy, designed to help you master your mindset and align your actions with your deepest values. Here's a simple yet powerful practice. Write down these 6 affirmations on a small piece of paper. Keep it by your bedside and read them aloud every morning. Let their meaning guide your thoughts and choices throughout the day. If you've been searching for a way to break free from stress and live with intention, this is your starting point. These 6 affirmations are your blueprint for transformation. Are you ready to embrace the power of your mornings and rewrite the way you live? Let's dive in. 1. I am grateful for this moment. Do you ever catch yourself rushing into the day, already worrying about what's ahead? The emails waiting for replies, the meetings you can't avoid, the responsibilities that feel heavier than ever. For many, mornings aren't moments of peace, but an overwhelming flood of stress. Yet, here's a truth we often forget. Gratitude can change everything. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you for big wins or extraordinary events. It's about pausing to notice the small, often overlooked moments that make life meaningful. In Stoicism, gratitude is more than an emotion. It's a practice, a deliberate choice to focus on abundance rather than lack. When you start your day by saying, I am grateful for this moment, you're not just appreciating life, you're reshaping how you experience it. Imagine Sarah, a nurse working relentless shifts at a bustling hospital. Each day brings new challenges, overcrowded wards, anxious patients, and the weight of knowing she can't always save everyone. It's exhausting, both physically and emotionally. One morning, after another sleepless night, Sarah stands by her kitchen window, holding a steaming cup of coffee. She looks at the sunlight pouring through the glass, and for a moment, everything else fades. She whispers to herself, I am grateful for this moment. That small, simple ritual transforms her day. Instead of dreading the chaos, she walks into the hospital with renewed energy. She finds herself smiling at colleagues, comforting patients with genuine warmth, and feeling lighter despite the challenges. Gratitude didn't erase Sarah's struggles, but it gave her the strength to face them with grace. Marcus Aurelius, in his timeless work Meditations, wrote, When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. Gratitude, according to Marcus, isn't reserved for grand moments. It's about appreciating the mere act of living. The Stoics taught that life is fleeting and unpredictable. By recognizing the value of each moment, you ground yourself in the present, freeing your mind from the anxieties of the future or the regrets of the past. Seneca also emphasized this practice, stating, True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Letters to Lucilius. When we practice gratitude, we align ourselves with the Stoic principle of living in harmony with nature, embracing life as it unfolds rather than resisting or fearing it. Incorporating gratitude into your morning doesn't require grand gestures. Begin each day by naming 3 things you're grateful for. It could be the warmth of your bed, the taste of your morning coffee, or the sound of birds outside your window. Take a moment to breathe deeply and acknowledge the present, feeling the sensations of your body waking up and appreciating the gift of being alive. Visualize the good that lies ahead in your day, no matter how small or routine it may seem. Science backs what the Stoics knew centuries ago. Studies show that practicing gratitude rewires the brain, increasing feelings of happiness and reducing stress. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel better, it changes your perspective, helping you see challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. Think about this. When you focus on gratitude, you train your mind to notice the good, even on difficult days. It's like strengthening a muscle. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to find joy in the everyday. Life's greatest moments aren't always the ones we expect. Sometimes they're found in the quiet pauses, the overlooked details, and the moments we choose to cherish. By starting your day with the affirmation, "I am grateful for this moment," you remind yourself that joy isn't something to chase. It's something to notice, right here and now. So tomorrow morning, as you rise, take a deep breath, feel the world waking up around you, and say it with intention. "I am grateful for this moment." It might just change everything. 2. I will focus on what matters today. Mornings often feel like the beginning of an endless race, a flurry of emails, deadlines, and errands pulling you in every direction. But what if you could step back, take control, and focus solely on what truly matters? This simple shift in perspective has the power to change not just your day, but your entire life. The wisdom of Stoicism reminds us to approach life with clarity and purpose. Seneca's words in On the Shortness of Life resonate deeply. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Time lost on trivial distractions is time stolen from meaningful pursuits. Reclaiming your focus is the first step toward living intentionally. David, a budding entrepreneur, learned this lesson the hard way. Buried under meetings, emails, and minor issues, his days felt productive but left him drained and unfulfilled. One morning, inspired by Stoic teachings, David committed to focusing only on 3 priorities that aligned with his values. That day, he delegated small tasks, declined unnecessary meetings, and concentrated on what mattered most. Not only did his productivity soar, but his sense of purpose was reignited. This practice is crucial in a world overloaded with distractions. Social media notifications, endless scrolling, and the pressure to respond immediately can fragment your focus. But living intentionally doesn't mean rejecting technology. It's about setting boundaries. Schedule time for tasks that align with your goals, and don't let distractions dictate your day. For Anna, a working mother overwhelmed by competing demands, this realization was transformative. By identifying just 2 key priorities, completing a critical work task and spending quality time with her children, she discovered that doing less with more focus brought greater fulfillment. Her evenings became moments of genuine connection, and her work carried a sharper impact. Anna learned to focus on what mattered, letting go of the rest. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This reminder of life's fleeting nature can help you prioritize with greater clarity. Each moment is an opportunity to choose actions that align with your deeper values. The Stoics also emphasized focusing on what you can control. Epictetus said, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." Imagine how much lighter your day could feel if you let go of worrying about outcomes beyond your influence. Instead, channel your energy into actions that matter and watch how your confidence grows. To make this affirmation part of your routine, start each morning by asking, "What truly matters today?" Write down 3 priorities, whether it's advancing a project, deepening a relationship, or simply taking care of your well-being. Reflect each evening on how well you stayed aligned with those goals, learning from distractions that may have pulled you off course. This daily practice helps you step back and ask bigger questions. Are your activities meaningful, or are you merely reacting to external pressures? By focusing on what matters, you're not just reclaiming your day, you're creating a life rooted in fulfillment and purpose. Tomorrow morning, take a moment to pause, take a deep breath, grab a pen, and write down the 3 things that will make your day meaningful. Say it with intention. I will focus on what matters today. Then go out and live it. Because when you focus on what matters, you not only shape your day, you shape your legacy. 3. I have control over my reactions. How often do we let emotions dictate our actions? A sharp criticism, a frustrating delay, or a missed opportunity can spark anger or despair in an instant. It feels natural to lash out or retreat when emotions overwhelm us. But imagine if you could pause and reclaim control over these moments. Instead of being ruled by impulses, you could respond with clarity and purpose. This is the essence of Stoicism, understanding that while you cannot control external events, you can always control your reactions. Picture Mia, a marketing professional presenting a major project. Midway through her presentation, her manager interrupts with harsh feedback in front of her colleagues. Embarrassment and anger flare up, and she feels the urge to defend herself. But Mia recalls the affirmation, "I have control over my reactions." She takes a breath, steadies herself, and calmly responds with a question to clarify the feedback. Her composure not only diffuses tension, but earns the respect of her peers. What could have been a moment of conflict becomes a stepping stone for growth. This principle is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Life is full of challenges, traffic jams, disagreements, disappointments, but it's our responses that shape our experiences. The Stoics believed that true power lies in mastering our inner world. No matter how chaotic or unpredictable life becomes, the ability to remain calm and deliberate is always within our grasp. Consider Daniel, a father of 2. He comes home after a long day to find his children arguing over a broken toy. Exhausted, his instinct is to yell and end the commotion. But he pauses, repeating to himself, "I have control over my reactions." Instead of escalating the conflict, he sits down with his kids and helps them resolve their disagreement. This simple act of self-control strengthens his relationship with his children and restores peace at home. Learning to control your reactions is a skill that takes practice. Start by noticing your triggers, moments when anger, frustration, or fear begins to rise. Instead of reacting immediately, pause. Take a deep breath, count to 5, or silently repeat your affirmation. I have control over my reactions. This moment of mindfulness creates space to choose a thoughtful response rather than succumbing to impulsive behavior. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This strength doesn't come from suppressing emotions, but from understanding them. When you take a moment to reflect on why you're upset, you open the door to responses that align with your values instead of fleeting impulses. Reframing challenges is another powerful tool. When faced with criticism, instead of seeing it as an attack, view it as an opportunity to learn. When delays or setbacks occur, treat them as chances to practice patience. This shift in perspective transforms obstacles into opportunities for growth. As Marcus Aurelius also observed, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Scientific research supports these ancient insights. Studies in emotional regulation show that pausing before reacting reduces stress and improves decision-making. By mastering your reactions, You not only build stronger relationships, but also develop greater confidence and inner peace. But controlling your reactions doesn't mean avoiding confrontation or ignoring injustice. It means responding thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Picture a leader addressing a hostile crowd. Their ability to stay composed and articulate, even in the face of adversity, inspires trust and commands respect. This deliberate control of emotions has the power to influence others and create meaningful change. Now reflect on your own life. How many times have you regretted reacting in anger or fear? How might situations have played out differently if you had taken a moment to pause? Each day offers new opportunities to practice this affirmation. The next time emotions rise, remind yourself, I have control over my reactions. By doing so, you reclaim your power and cultivate the inner resilience needed to navigate life's complexities. This affirmation doesn't promise a life without challenges, but it equips you to face them with dignity and grace. It redirects your focus from uncontrollable external circumstances to the one thing you can always govern, your response. By mastering your reactions, you take ownership of your story, becoming the protagonist of your life rather than a passive observer. As you wake up tomorrow, carry this affirmation with you. Speak it aloud and feel its truth resonate within you. I have control over my reactions. Let it shape your interactions, guide your decisions, and remind you of the strength that lies within. This simple commitment can lead to a life of greater freedom, peace, and purpose, one deliberate response at a time. 4. I choose courage over comfort. Every remarkable achievement starts with a single, courageous decision to step away from the familiar and embrace the unknown. Yet, as humans, we naturally seek comfort. It feels secure, predictable, and reassuring. But comfort can also confine us, holding us back from realizing our full potential. Courage, on the other hand, unlocks doors to transformation. When you choose courage over comfort, you embrace growth, purpose, and the possibility of becoming your best self. Imagine Emma, a gifted artist trapped in the monotony of a corporate job. Her stable paycheck and predictable routine provide comfort, but they also stifle her passion. Deep down, Emma yearns to live her dream. One morning, as she stands before her easel, she whispers, I choose courage over comfort. That day, she takes a small but significant step toward her dream, sharing her art online. Over time, Emma's courage grows, and what once seemed impossible becomes her new reality. Courage doesn't mean the absence of fear, it means acting despite it. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher-emperor, wrote in Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." True courage begins in the mind, where you choose to confront discomfort, uncertainty, and failure. It's a deliberate decision to prioritize growth over the illusion of safety. But why is courage so challenging to embrace? Comfort offers instant gratification, shielding us from pain, rejection, and the judgment of others. Yet it also dulls our potential, keeping us stagnant. Growth, on the other hand, is often uncomfortable. It demands effort, vulnerability, and persistence. However, in moments of discomfort, we uncover our greatest strengths and realize who we truly are. Consider Noah, a young athlete recovering from a devastating injury. His path to recovery is grueling, filled with setbacks and intense therapy sessions. Many days he feels like giving up. But every morning he repeats to himself, "I choose courage over comfort." That affirmation fuels his determination, helping him endure the pain of rehabilitation. Months later, Noah returns to his sport, not only healed but stronger and more disciplined. His journey demonstrates that courage doesn't just lead to recovery, it leads to transformation. Courage over comfort doesn't mean taking reckless risks. It's about embracing calculated challenges that align with your values and aspirations. Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Like muscles strengthened through resistance, courage builds resilience and character through repeated practice." Start small. Identify one area in your life where comfort is holding you back. It could be an honest conversation you've been avoiding, a long-postponed dream, or a skill you've hesitated to develop. Take a single step outside your comfort zone and reflect on the experience. How did it feel to act courageously? What did you learn? Each small act of bravery strengthens your capacity for more significant challenges. Reframe discomfort as an opportunity. When fear arises, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? And what's the best that could happen? Often the fear of discomfort is far worse than the reality. By examining your fears, you'll discover they hold less power than you imagined. Everyday courage matters as much as monumental acts. Think of the teacher who advocates for an overlooked student, even at the risk of confrontation, or the friend who speaks out against injustice, knowing it might lead to rejection. These seemingly small acts of courage ripple outward, shaping lives and communities. Science validates what the Stoics taught. Studies show that stepping outside your comfort zone activates the brain's reward centers, associating growth with positive outcomes. By repeatedly facing challenges, courage becomes a habit, not just an isolated choice. Reflect on your long-term goals. Are you prioritizing comfort at the expense of your dreams? Picture yourself 5 or 10 years from now. Will you be proud of the risks you took, or will you regret the opportunities you missed? Courage doesn't guarantee success, but it guarantees growth, and growth is the foundation of a meaningful life. Courage is not about achieving perfection, it's about persistence. It's about showing up, even when it's hard, and taking one step forward. Emma, Noah, and countless others who embraced courage didn't start fearless. They started with a single choice. That choice changed everything. As you face tomorrow, let this affirmation guide you. Say to yourself with conviction, "I choose courage over comfort." Let it inspire you to act boldly, whether it's pursuing a dream, confronting a fear, or embracing life's uncertainties. Remember, the discomfort of growth is far less painful than the regret of staying the same. Courage isn't just a momentary decision, it's a way of life that transforms everything it touches. 5. I seek wisdom in all experiences. Life is an unrelenting teacher, offering lessons in every moment, whether they arrive wrapped in joy, discomfort, or monotony. Yet we often fail to notice them, distracted by our aversion to failure or the grind of daily routine. The Stoics understood wisdom as a lifelong journey, not a destination, and believed that every experience, no matter how ordinary or challenging, holds the potential to refine our character. To seek wisdom in all experiences is to live as a perpetual student, ready to uncover meaning in triumphs and trials alike. Take James, a seasoned manager whose team fails to meet a critical project deadline, leaving clients frustrated and trust damaged. Initially, he feels anger and embarrassment, but instead of being consumed by these emotions, James takes a step back, recalling a Stoic principle. Wisdom emerges not from what happens, but from how we respond to it. He reviews the project with his team, identifies what went wrong, and implements changes to prevent similar setbacks. What could have been a moment of defeat becomes a foundation for growth and renewed collaboration. Marcus Aurelius beautifully summarized this mindset in Meditations. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Challenges, rather than barriers, become pathways to resilience and insight when approached with curiosity and intention. Each failure, then, is not the end of the road, but the beginning of a deeper understanding. To seek wisdom, humility is essential, a willingness to admit we don't have all the answers. Epictetus wrote, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." Consider Rachel, a single mother juggling work and parenting. Overwhelmed one day, she breaks down, tears streaming as she confronts her perceived inadequacies. But in this vulnerable moment, Rachel discovers strength she didn't know she had. The ability to let go of perfection and focus on connection with her children. Seeking wisdom in her struggles, she reframes her challenges as lessons in resilience and compassion. Success and failure are often misinterpreted in modern life, which prizes achievement above all. The Stoics, however, saw failure as an indispensable teacher. Imagine a young entrepreneur launching a business that collapses within a year. Initially devastated, they reflect on the experience and extract valuable lessons about persistence, strategy, and adaptability. Armed with this newfound wisdom, their next venture is not only more successful, but also more purposeful. The collapse of the first business was not the end, but a pivotal step forward. The pursuit of wisdom requires deliberate reflection. At the end of each day, ask yourself, what did I learn today? Perhaps it's patience from waiting in a line, or the value of empathy from a heartfelt conversation. These small insights, accumulated over time, transform even mundane moments into stepping stones for growth. This practice ties closely to the Stoic emphasis on controlling what we can and accepting what we cannot. When faced with an uncontrollable event, ask yourself, what is within my power to change? Redirecting your focus not only reduces frustration, but also allows you to extract meaning from difficult situations, ensuring no experience is wasted. Modern psychology reinforces this ancient wisdom. Research on growth mindsets shows that viewing challenges as opportunities for learning fosters resilience and well-being. By welcoming adversity with curiosity, we cultivate the emotional agility necessary to thrive in life's complexities. Seeking wisdom is not solely about self-improvement. It's also about contributing to the world around you. When you grow from your experiences, you gain insights that can inspire and support others. A mentor shares their hard-earned lessons with a mentee. A friend offers perspective born from personal struggles, and these acts of wisdom ripple outward, uplifting those in their orbit. This affirmation doesn't imply ignoring pain or trivializing hardships. Instead, it encourages us to see beyond immediate discomfort and uncover the growth hidden within. Whether navigating a heated argument, celebrating a win, or simply reflecting on your day, every moment holds the potential for wisdom if you remain open to it. Tomorrow morning, as you begin your day, carry this affirmation with you. I seek wisdom in all experiences. Whisper it to yourself when faced with uncertainty. Repeat it in moments of triumph, and hold it close when the weight of life feels overwhelming. It's not just a reminder to learn, it's an invitation to live deeply and authentically. By seeking wisdom, you transform every experience into an opportunity for growth. This daily practice shapes your perspective, aligns your choices with your values, and helps you lead a life of intentionality and meaning. Each challenge becomes a stepping stone, each victory a moment of clarity, and each day a classroom in which to thrive. 6. I honor my values and stay true to myself. As we approach the final affirmation, let's reflect on something that anchors your life, your values. These guiding principles define who you are, shaping your decisions, actions, and relationships. To honor your values is to stay grounded in what truly matters, regardless of external pressures or fleeting distractions. This affirmation, I honor my values and stay true to myself is more than a declaration. It's a commitment to living authentically and with integrity. Consider Emma, a young professional navigating the corporate world. One day she's offered a promotion that promises greater income and prestige. However, the role demands compromises she finds unethical. Torn between ambition and her moral compass, Emma takes a moment to reflect. She repeats to herself, I honor my values and stay true to myself. This clarity guides her decision to decline the offer and pursue a career path that aligns with her principles. Although challenging, Emma feels a profound sense of peace knowing she's stayed true to her authentic self. Marcus Aurelius captured this sentiment in Meditations. Never esteem anything as of advantage to you that will make you break your word or lose your self-respect. To the Stoics, living virtuously, not wealth, power, or comfort, was the ultimate measure of a meaningful life. By placing integrity above temporary gains, you preserve the most important relationship of all, the one with yourself. In today's world, staying true to your values is no small feat. Temptations, societal expectations, and the fear of missing out constantly threaten to pull you away from your core beliefs. This affirmation acts as a safeguard, a daily reminder to anchor yourself in what truly matters. Sarah, a university student, embodies this wisdom. When her friends pressure her to cheat during a difficult exam, she resists. She recalls her commitment to honesty, reminding herself, I honor my values and stay true to myself. Though it costs her socially, Sarah's pride in maintaining her integrity outweighs the temporary discomfort. When you live in alignment with your values, you attract relationships and opportunities that resonate with the real you. Daniel, a man who prioritizes kindness and empathy, exemplifies this. By consistently embodying these traits, he nurtures deep, genuine connections and builds a supportive community. Conversely, compromising your values often leads to superficial relationships and inner conflict, leaving you disconnected from your true self. This affirmation isn't just a lofty ideal, it's practical. Begin each day by reflecting on your values. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? How can I act in alignment with those principles today? At the end of the day, evaluate your actions. Did they reflect your beliefs? Did you prioritize honesty, compassion, or courage, even when it was difficult? By consistently practicing this reflection, you reinforce your commitment to authenticity. Epictetus, another great Stoic thinker, emphasized the importance of self-mastery. No man is free who is not master of himself. True freedom comes from aligning your actions with your beliefs, rather than being swayed by external circumstances. When you honor your values, you reclaim your autonomy and become the architect of your own life. Scientific research supports this ancient wisdom. Studies show that people who act consistently with their core beliefs experience greater life satisfaction, resilience, and emotional well-being. Living authentically reduces inner conflict and fosters a deep sense of purpose, allowing you to navigate life's uncertainties with confidence. Honoring your values doesn't mean rigidity. It means understanding the essence of what matters most to you and allowing those principles to guide your decisions, even when the path is uncertain. This balance between integrity and adaptability ensures that you can grow while remaining grounded in your core beliefs. So what values define you? Courage, honesty, compassion, justice. Let them be your compass, guiding every decision, conversation, and challenge. When tempted to compromise, pause and ask yourself, is this true to who I am? Let this simple affirmation, I honor my values and stay true to myself, be your anchor, shaping a life of authenticity and purpose. As you step into tomorrow, carry this affirmation with you, Speak it aloud with conviction, and let its meaning resonate in your actions. In honoring your values, you create a life that reflects your highest ideals and deepest truths. This isn't just a practice, it's the foundation of a life well lived, a life that, in the end, you can look back on with pride. The timeless wisdom of the Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca and Epictetus, continues to illuminate the path toward a life of purpose, resilience, and integrity. Their teachings remind us that true power lies not in controlling the world, but in mastering ourselves. Each morning, by speaking these 6 affirmations, you align yourself with this profound philosophy. I am grateful for this moment, fosters appreciation for life's simplicity. I will focus on what matters today, ensures intentionality in your actions. I have control over my reactions, empowers you to face challenges with grace. I choose courage over comfort, inspires you to embrace growth over fear. I seek wisdom in all experiences, transforms obstacles into lessons. Finally, I honor my values and stay true to myself, anchors your life in authenticity. Together, these affirmations form a blueprint for transformation, helping you navigate life with clarity and strength. So now, I ask you, if you could choose just one of these affirmations to begin changing your life today, which would it be and why? Share your answer in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts and insights. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, share it with someone who needs this inspiration, and subscribe for more life-changing wisdom. Stay tuned for the next video, where we'll explore even deeper truths to help you live your best life. Until then, embrace each day with intention and courage.